If you're looking to temporarily or permanently quit Kratom, this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome back to Joey Talks Life. My name is Joey, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about how to prepare to quit Kratom. Now, for some of you, you may just be taking a few weeks or a month break. Others, you may just want to stop altogether. And so this video is for you. Basically, this is the video I wish that someone made before I stopped Kratom to give me some pointers on exactly how to prepare. Just in case you haven't seen my other videos in this playlist, I do want to say again, so that there's no confusion, I am not advocating for people to stop taking Kratom. I am not advocating against Kratom. I still support the use of Kratom in people's lives, but this video series is for people who do want to stop. And the reason for that is my motivation is because I just went through it. Like, my old YouTube channel was my journey. It's what I was doing at the time and what I found, which was Kratom at the time, to help me with my depression and to really re-engage with life and to start to heal and all of those things. But now I'm on a new part of my journey, which is now I have stopped taking Kratom. So that's why I'm talking about this. I just don't want anyone to get it confused. I'm not demonizing Kratom. I think Kratom is an incredible herb that can be so useful for so many people. And so if that's you, I support you. I support you using Kratom. I think it has a time and a place, but there are some people who feel like they're ready to stop using it, and that's okay too. The very first thing that you want to prepare is your plan. Now, everyone's plan is going to be different, but you want the plan to be realistic and attainable. I've had a lot of you ask me why I chose to do such an aggressive taper. So I did do a taper, but it was pretty quick. So I got off powder. I did tea only for 2 months. I don't know exactly how much because it's really hard to figure that out compared to powder. But I was on the tea for 2 months, and then I did 1 week of 8 grams using capsules. And then the next week I did 6 for 4 days, and then I cut it down to 4 for the rest of it. And then the last dose I took was 2 grams. Now that is a very quick taper. For those of you who want to quit and you want to minimize the amount of withdrawals, definitely doing a longer taper, and that will really depend on how much you're taking daily right now. With all my other breaks in the past and doing tapers very often, the most effective way to do a very slow taper is just to remove a half a gram once every 3 days. Now, so if you're taking 20 grams a day, you could see that that's going to take you a few months. But if you're someone who feels like that you can stick to that, you have the determination and the accountability within yourself to do that, then that is definitely the best way. For me, the reason I chose to do such an aggressive taper is because I don't trust myself. I did not trust myself that when I found myself in a stressful situation, feeling depressed or overwhelmed, that I wouldn't go back to a higher dose. So that was my reasoning. I was resolute about it. I didn't even have to convince myself, because I know myself very well, that I knew I needed to do an aggressive taper, but I knew what I was going to do before I tried to do it. That's paramount. Like, that has to be the case, because if you just haphazardly try to stop, most likely it's not going to work out very well. And when you're trying to figure out your plan, you're going to want to be realistic. That's why I said at the beginning, something that is achievable and realistic for you in order to do. Little caveat to that, I would definitely recommend using capsules as opposed to just weighing out the powder, because a half a gram or even a gram is such a little amount when you actually see it on a scale. It's really hard to decipher the exact amount you're taking if you don't use capsules. Now, you can do whatever you want, but that's just my recommendation, to make sure that it is accurate and that you are continuing to taper down at the rate in which you planned to do. So if I were you, like I did, I would write my plan down. When you write something down, it makes it more official in your brain, and you basically develop self-accountability. Which leads me to the second recommendation that I would give when planning to get off of Kratom. Secondly, you need accountability. Now, that could be with yourself if you trust yourself enough. If you're someone who's really disciplined, you're someone who typically always follows through with their word, you're someone who has a very strict regimen when it comes to working out or to eating or other areas of your life that you typically would tend to lose steam in, but you stay at it, you continue to do the thing that you said you were going to do, then you probably can do it on your own. But if you're not like that, I definitely would recommend having accountability with a friend, a family member, someone in this community, regardless of who it is, you need someone that knows the plan and that you can check in with and talk to, because there will be moments of weakness. There will be moments where you want to take more or you want to stop doing the plan, and that person can help to keep you on the path that you want to be on in reality. Because we all know our minds play tricks on us. We commit to something and then we talk ourselves out of it. If you've ever dieted before, you know how that goes. You say, oh, I'm going to do this. And then halfway through the day, the chocolate cake starts swirling around in your mind and you reason with yourself that, it's okay this one time. And then all of a sudden the diet's broken. So we have the plan to write out. We have accountability, which is going to help you maintain the plan. And then lastly, you have to mentally prepare. After being on Kratom for 4 years and then getting off, I would say that mental preparation is just as important as the first two. And what I mean by mental preparation is getting yourself to the place where you are resolute, regardless of what the plan is or how you're approaching it. You want to be very resolute within yourself that I am going to do this. Now, that means being prepared for hard days. That means taking a realistic assessment of your internal life, your mental state, and kind of strengthening yourself to be prepared to handle hard moments, because there will be hard moments. Even if you do a slow taper, at some point in that process, you will want to take more again. And if you take more again, you will disrupt your taper, and that can really emotionally deflate you. You can feel defeated. You can feel like you can't trust yourself and all of that. We've been there a million times, I'm sure, in all of our lives in different ways. So mental preparedness is essential. Now, I know this video almost begs for supplements and other ways in order to support yourself as you are preparing. And I'm not going to get into that on this video just because there's a lot of them. And I will make a separate video kind of listing out all of the supplements that I used during this. But I will say this, there is no supplement out there that is going to take away the withdrawals completely. Supplements did help me, but again, they help to support. They help to undergird your brain and your central nervous system and your body, but they're not going to remove the withdrawals from your body. If you are someone who is wanting to stop Kratom and you feel scared or terrified like I did, I totally get it. I understand. You're not odd. You're not weird. You're not, unlike anyone else. I think most of us who have used Kratom for an extended period of time, it is a terrifying thought to think this thing that I have relied on for so long is now going to be absent. How am I going to deal with life without it? And if that's you, I just want to offer again that I do have consultation services. We could set up a plan. We could set up a reoccurring time to meet once a week, once every other week, once a month. I can help you develop that plan and even act as part of that accountability if that is something that you're looking for. If you are interested in that, the link is in the description below. You can easily access my private community and my consultation services. If you're new here or you haven't subscribed yet, I'd invite you to do so. You can also hit the little bell, which will always give you notifications when I post a new video. And of course, I would love to hear from you. So please leave some comments below. I try to get to the comments. I don't always get to all of them because I'm spinning many other things in life, but I do try my best to get to the comments as often as I can. Aside from that, your comment serves as building this community. So many people read through the comments and learn and grow and have greater knowledge based on your experiences. Thanks again for stopping by Joey Talks Life. Again, my name is Joey, and I'll see you on the next video.